Pain is not your enemy, it is your greatest teacher. Most people try to run from pain, numb it, or hide it deep inside. But what they don't realize is that pain has a purpose. It shows you what you are capable of enduring. It pushes you beyond your comfort zone and into a place of real growth. In my own life, I have faced pain in so many forms. The pain of being told I was not good enough, the pain of failing publicly, the pain of being misunderstood or judged. Each of those experiences felt like a storm I would never survive. But standing in the middle of that storm, I discovered parts of myself I never knew existed. I found a strength in my spirit that no easy day could ever teach me. Pain stripped away my insecurities, my doubts, and forced me to confront my fears. It taught me patience when I wanted instant success. It taught me humility when I thought I had it all figured out. It taught me compassion for myself and for others who were also struggling quietly. Every time I faced pain and chose to keep moving forward, I added a new layer to my strength. I became more fearless, more resilient, more powerful. Pain opened my eyes to my true potential and showed me that the limits I had placed on myself were nothing but illusions. It made me realize that comfort never created greatness. It is only in moments of deep discomfort that we are able to see what we are truly made of. Every scar I carry today is proof of battles I have fought and won. They are reminders that I did not give up when life got hard, that I kept standing even when I felt like falling. Pain showed me the beauty of perseverance and the magic that lies on the other side of hardship. It is through pain that I learned to rise, to shine brighter, and to believe in my own power. That is why I say pain is not here to destroy you. It is here to build you, shape you, and prepare you for everything you dream of. So the next time you feel pain, instead of asking why this is happening to you, ask what this pain is trying to teach you. Listen to it, embrace it, and let it guide you to your strongest self. One day you will look back and see that the pain you once feared has become the foundation of your power. Pain has a way of showing up in our lives when we least expect it, shaking us, testing us, and forcing us to confront parts of ourselves we never knew existed. But what many people fail to see is that pain is not there to destroy us. It is there to transform us. Every painful experience carries within it a lesson, a strength, a hidden gift waiting to be discovered. In my own journey, I have seen pain become my greatest teacher and my ultimate source of power. When I started working internationally, I felt the weight of being different. My accent, my skin color, my background, all the things that set me apart felt like barriers. There were moments when I questioned my worth, moments when I felt invisible, moments when I thought maybe I was aiming too high, but I chose not to let that pain define me. I chose to see it as fuel, as proof that I was daring to step into spaces where I was meant to shine. Pain also taught me patience. In this fast-paced world, we all want instant results. We want success overnight, love without heartbreak, and growth without sacrifice. But life doesn't work that way. True growth happens slowly, in the quiet moments when we feel like giving up but choose to keep going anyway. Every sleepless night, every rejection, every tear became bricks that built my foundation. Slowly I learned that what felt like punishment was actually preparation. When I faced criticism and failure, I could have let it break me. But instead, I allowed it to teach me resilience. I realized that I am not defined by other people's opinions or by my failures. I am defined by how I rise after I fall. Each failure became a stepping stone, each setback a redirection towards something even better. I learned to listen to my own voice above the noise, to trust my vision even when no one else could see it. Through pain, I discovered the power of self-love. I learned to be my own biggest supporter, my own source of validation. The world is quick to judge and slow to forgive, but when you know who you are and love yourself deeply, no external force can break you. Pain taught me to set boundaries, to protect my energy, and to surround myself with people who truly see me. Looking back, I realized that all the pain I thought would destroy me actually shaped me into the person I am today. It gave me a deeper understanding of life, a stronger connection to myself, and an unbreakable spirit. It became my story, my strength, and ultimately my power. That is why I truly believe the pain you feel today will be your power tomorrow. One day, you will look back and thank those difficult moments for making you the incredible, unstoppable person you have become. Challenges build resilience and prepare you for bigger dreams. Every obstacle you face is like a hidden training ground for your spirit and mind. When you encounter setbacks, disappointments, or failures, they test you in ways nothing else can. They push you to ask yourself how badly you want your goals, how committed you are to your vision, and how far you are willing to go to make it real. In my life, I have faced countless challenges that felt impossible in the moment. Whether it was proving myself in a new industry, overcoming cultural barriers, or simply dealing with moments of deep self-doubt, each challenge forced me to grow. These moments didn't just make me stronger, they taught me resourcefulness, patience, and adaptability. When you fight through difficult times, you learn to stand on your own feet. You realize that you are stronger than you thought, that your mind is more powerful than you believed, and that your heart can handle more than you imagined. Challenges shape you into someone who doesn't break easily, someone who finds solutions instead of excuses, and someone who learns to rise again and again, no matter how many times they fall. The beauty of facing challenges is that they reveal your true character. They strip away your masks and show you who you really are. They help you build a foundation of inner confidence that no one can take away from you. When you learn to see challenges as opportunities instead of obstacles, your whole world changes. You stop fearing failure because you understand that every failure is simply a lesson pushing you closer to success. You stop comparing your journey to others because you know that your struggles are uniquely preparing you for your own destiny. Each time you overcome a challenge, you add a new layer to your resilience. You start to believe in the impossible, dream bigger, and act bolder. And with every victory, no matter how small, you move one step closer to the life you envision. So when challenges come, welcome them. Embrace them as signs that you are on the right path, that you are growing, and that something amazing is waiting for you on the other side. Because in the end, it is the challenges you conquer today that will prepare you to handle the blessings and opportunities of tomorrow with strength, grace, and unshakable confidence. Embracing pain leads to true self-discovery and growth. When you face your pain instead of running from it, you start to understand who you really are beyond all the labels and expectations the world places on you. Pain forces you to sit with your deepest fears, your insecurities, and your hidden wounds. It asks you to look at your reflection without filters, without pretensions, and without excuses. In those moments of raw honesty, you begin to see what truly matters to you, what drives you, and what you are willing to fight for. You start to recognize your own strength, your inner light, and your ability to overcome. Pain teaches you to let go of what no longer serves you and to make space for what will help you grow. It shows you that you do not need to rely on external validation because your worth is already within you. You learn to listen to your intuition and to trust the quiet voice inside that knows your true path. When you embrace pain, you give yourself permission to transform. You allow yourself to break open so that you can rebuild stronger, wiser, and more authentic than before. You stop living to please others and start living in alignment with your own values and dreams. Growth does not happen in comfort. It happens when you stretch yourself beyond what feels safe and familiar. The most powerful version of you is waiting on the other side of your pain, but you will only meet that version if you are brave enough to walk through the fire. You begin to understand that every struggle carries a hidden gift, every heartbreak hides a lesson, and every setback is a redirection towards something better. Embracing pain is not about being weak or allowing yourself to suffer. It is about honoring your journey and trusting that even the hardest moments are shaping you for something greater. You start to appreciate your scars because they remind you of your strength and your courage. You realize that your experiences, both joyful and painful, make you beautifully human. When you fully accept and embrace your pain, you discover a deep sense of freedom and inner peace. You are no longer defined by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. And in that choice, you find your true power and your true self. Your story of overcoming pain inspires others and becomes your power. When you go through pain and rise above it, you are not just transforming yourself, you are lighting a path for others who are silently fighting their own battles. People are always watching, often in ways you may never know. They see your courage, your resilience, your ability to stand back up after being knocked down, and they find hope in your example. Your journey becomes proof that it is possible to survive, to heal, and to thrive even after the deepest wounds. Every scar you carry becomes a badge of honor that tells the world you did not give up. It tells someone else who feels weak today that they too can become strong. Your vulnerability becomes your superpower because it connects you to others on the most human level. We live in a world where people often hide their struggles, wear masks, and pretend that everything is perfect. When you have the courage to share your true story, the failures, the heartbreaks, the nights you wanted to give up, you give others permission to be real too. You show them that pain does not have to define them, that it can be transformed into something beautiful and powerful. By turning your pain into power, you create a ripple effect that touches lives far beyond your own. You may never know whose life you saved just by being brave enough to share your truth. Your story can heal hearts, inspire dreams, and encourage someone to take that one step forward they have been afraid to take. And as you inspire others, you also continue to heal yourself. You remind yourself of your own strength every time you speak your truth. You realize that your past struggles were not in vain. They were preparing you to lead, to guide, and to lift others higher. In this way, your pain becomes your legacy, something far greater than you ever imagined. It becomes a source of power that can never be taken away, no matter what challenges come next. So never be ashamed of your scars or your story. Wear them with pride and let them shine as a beacon of hope and possibility for the world. In the end, remember this. Pain is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of a new chapter filled with strength, wisdom, and unshakable confidence. The struggles you endure today are not meant to defeat you. They are sculpting you into the person you are meant to become. One day you will stand tall and look back with pride, realizing that every tear, every heartbreak, and every sleepless night was preparing you for a life far greater than you imagined. So trust the process, embrace your journey, and keep moving forward with courage. The pain you feel today truly will become your power tomorrow, and that power will light the way not only for you, but for everyone who dares to follow your example.